Okay. Today I'm going to tell you why water is so important for us to drink. In my speech, I will touch on what water is and what it does for our bodies. I will talk about dehydration, how much water we are supposed to be drinking, and the overall benefits of drinking water. My hope is by the end of my speech, you will all better understand how important it is to drink plenty of water. All my information came from an article by Shireen J. from About.com, Purity 2000, and allaboutwater.org. Now, each molecule is made up of 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. Our blood is 80% water, our brain is 75%, and human liver is incredible 96% water. Your body needs water to regulate temperature and provide the means for nutrients to travel through all our joints and organs. Water also transports oxygen to our cells, removes waste, and protects our joints. Considering the major role water plays in the function of our brain and nervous system, its purity is possibly the most basic and essential key to healthy, long living. Proper digestion and nutrient absorption depends on the health intake of water in order for our bodies to get the nutritional value from our foods and supplements. Since sugar and carbohydrates are absorbed more rapidly, and the slight degree of dehydration can cause us to get caloric intake without nutrients from food we eat. Dehydration. Our energy level is greatly affected by the amount of water we drink. It has been medically proven that 5% drop of body fluids will cause 25 to 30% of energy loss. 50% drop can cause death. Water is what our liver uses to metabolize fat and usable energy. It is estimated that over 80% of our population suffers from energy loss due to minor dehydration. An increased intake of healthy water will help metabolize the shed stored fat, resulting in more energy and less fat. You lose water through urination, respiration, and sweating. If you are very active, you lose more water. Diuretics, such as caffeine pills and alcohol, result in need to drink more water because they trick your body into thinking you have enough water. Symptoms of mild dehydration include chronic pains in the lower back, chronic pain in joints and muscles, headaches and constipation. A strong odor in urine, along with a yellow and amber color, indicates you might not be drinking enough water. Thirst is an obvious sign of dehydration, as in fact, you need water long before you feel thirsty. How much water do you need to drink? A good estimate is to take your body weight and divide it in half into ounces. That gives you the number of ounces of water you need to drink per day. Say if I weigh 160 pounds, you need to drink at least 80 ounces of water per day. If you exercise, for every 20 minutes you need to drink another 8 ounces. And if you drink alcohol, you need to drink the exact amount of alcohol you consume with water. And if you live in an arid climate, you should be drinking another 2 servings of water per day. As you can see, your daily need for water can add up to be a lot. Where does the real need of water come from? 20% of the water you need will come from the food you eat. The rest of the water should come from beverages you drink. Water is, of course, the best choice. Soda has a lot of sugar, so if you drink soda, you may intake more calories than your body needs. Herbal teas that aren't diuretic are fine. Sport drinks contain electrolytes and are beneficial. Juices are a good choice because they contain vitamins and nutrients. Caffeinated beverages will also add to your daily water need. Even though caffeine is diuretic, if you regularly consume it, your body will regulate itself as a diuretic effect. Drinking enough water. It may be difficult drinking enough water during a busy day. That's why you should have a water bottle when you're working, traveling, or exercising. If you're bored with plain water, you can add lime and lemon to give it a little taste, a touch of flavor. As you may already know, there are some brands of flavored water available. However, you want to watch out for the extra calories. The benefit of drinking 5 glasses of water a day decreases the risk of colon cancer by 45% and breast cancer by 79%. Are you drinking enough water? Not only do you have to look at the quality of water you're drinking, but whether you are drinking enough water. 75% of all people who are chronically dehydrated, 75% of all people are chronically dehydrated. In 37% of the U.S., the thirst mechanism is so weak that it often mistakes for hunger. Here are some interesting facts. Even mild dehydration will slow down one's metabolism as of 3%. Lack of water is the number 1 trigger in daytime fatigue. Research indicates that 8 to 10 glasses of water a day should significantly stop joint pain for at least 80% of the sufferers. Even a small drop of 2% of water can trigger fuzzy short-term memory, trouble with basic math, and difficult focusing on a computer screen. In conclusion, I have given you some interesting information to educate you on the importance of drinking water and what you can do to stay hydrated and know the signs of dehydration. The next time you are ready to buy a soda or grab a Monster, you might rethink the decision and buy yourself a nice refreshing water.
So Jessica, what did you think?
Started out with a clear intro to what he was going to talk about. I think maybe he was a little bit too dependent on his note card, so there wasn't very much eye contact. He has some pretty obvious signposting. I think maybe you make it a little more subtle. His conclusion was good, although I think the conclusion implies that it was more of an informative speech than persuasive.
Okay. Yeah, I think we could use a little bit more information about how frequently people are inadvertently dehydrated or how much less water we're consuming than we actually are, so that there's really a little bit more of the need here. I think that most people recognize the necessity for water. The problem is whether or not we're getting sufficient amounts or whether we're aware of how much we actually need. That, I think, needs to be developed a little bit more. The benefits of water, the benefits of water, I doubt are going to be in much dispute when it comes to the functioning of the body, although the amounts of water, I think we could use a little bit more explanation. I'm trying to figure out how people consume that much water every day without feeling bloated constantly or having to pee every 5 minutes. It's just like, that's a lot of water sometimes, and if you were doing it using the criteria that you came up with or that you read about, half your body weight, and turned it into ounces, for some of us, holy criminy, that's... I got to get in 3 big gulps of water, double big gulps of water a day, and I'm not sure I can do that, I'm not sure there's that much water in the world. I do think that it's interesting. Sometimes your voice comes across pretty effectively and you sound enthusiastic and involved. Other times it's a little mechanical, and so you kind of go back and forth on this. And I can't really see that it's based on doing the reading or being script dependent, because you always have the notes there and you're always looking at them. It just seems like sometimes you sound much more comfortable in what you're saying than other times, and when you do that you come across more effectively. But it's not consistent, and I think that's something that if you practice the speech more, you wouldn't have quite as many problems with it. All right, thank you.